Did you do this? Is this the one I did
this. That's original. You know what I'm saying? I don't say it. Yeah.
What? Come meet the family. We glad to have you today. Y'all can be anywhere in the world, in this little city of Boston. We all are here with us tonight. Be glad to have you. So everybody just come move up right here in the front. We're going to start up this podcast.
Okay. The category is gender wars. Why do men always pretend to like natural females but praise the fake? Do men have higher standards for women than they have for themselves?
Wait, excuse me?
You heard him right.
Maybe he ain't hear me. One more time.
Say it louder for the...
Maybe he ain't hear me.
Alright, I got you one more time. Why do men pretend to like natural females but praise the fake? Do men have higher standards for women than they do for themselves?
I can't speak for them though. I can't speak for, and I don't think any men in this room. I know a bunch of y'all. I don't think any men in this room feel like that. Like, where's it coming from? Is that a thing? Is that trending?
You don't think that's a big social issue?
No.
What about you guys?
Look at the light. I think it's definitely.
Why is Kim K famous to?
Because Kanye West.
No.
If it wasn't a big issue, there wouldn't be like mass girls going to get like illegal like butt injections.
Yo, Tata, give it a T.
Who got the mic?
No.
So, I personally believe that obviously there are men who are attracted to natural women. That means a woman with her natural hair, natural lashes. You have to like define it nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But there is this fantasy woman that I would feel like majority of men desire. And that includes a woman with a big butt, woman with big breasts. Sometimes it includes a woman with long hair or long straight hair. Sometimes it includes a woman with fair skin. And a lot of women have been trying to obtain that image. And Hollywood perpetuates that image. It's not just men. It's social media. It's the media, period. But it's a male-driven industry. It's a male-driven world. So there's a reason why we always see these women on movies and videos. So your average woman, your civilian, is trying to obtain that as well. You have men who actually will tell a woman, can you put your wig back on before you leave the house? You know what I'm saying? Because you you look better in it, babe. You know what I mean? Can you put a little foundation, before we go out with the boys, you look better. So women hear that and women act accordingly. Not all, but I would say for me with my natural locks, this was a journey. I was a weave queen. I wore weaves and wigs and braids. I did my own hair, and I had this feeling like I don't look as beautiful as when I have it. And when you have that, attention from men with it on, it validates how you feel. But since having locks, I would say I was wrong because I do get different attention, better, more respect. It's a different vibe when you have your natural look. I would say that. But there are brothers who, on the other hand, will tell a sister like, you ain't looking right. You ain't looking like Beyonce. You ain't it.
Hi everyone. Hello. How's everybody doing? I said I wasn't gonna drink. I love this topic because I feel like there's this huge debate just via social media where men are like, oh, hey, I want a natural woman. But the minute you see a woman with a BBL, you want that too. So, but then it's like, but love yourself. But then it's like, oh, but do what makes you happy. I think people need to stop talking about other people and do what makes yourself happy. Because it's like, if I were to get something done, it's like, ooh, you were better natural. Well, I don't give a fuck what you think. But I will say that as a woman, and I feel like you don't want to say that how a man perceives you, like, affects you, but sometimes it does. And that's innate, right? Like, it goes vice versa. And I feel like when you see these women in music videos, personally, I really don't care. Like, for me personally, like, I'm just like, take me as I am. I really don't give a fuck. But I do understand in the age of social media, and young kids are running social media. So when you have little 12, 13, 14-year-old girls who feel like they should have their lips injected, have big butts, big boobs. I remember growing up, I was very like skinny. Darren knows me back in the day. I was very skinny growing up. And all of a sudden, this is too much information, but it's like when my body was developing, all of a sudden I became the skinny girl with a big butt. And that really affected me because all of a sudden it's like now you are looking at my body as a body and not me anymore. And that really, really affected me growing up. And I feel like a lot of girls now with social media on top of everything, women get more likes who have big butts, small waists, big boobs. My thing is, it's like men are complaining about, oh, we want natural women, but you put women who have breast augmentations and BBLs in your music videos. You put them in movies and the entertainment everywhere in the media. So how are you expecting women to be natural when that's not what you're portraying yourself to like? But deep down, you're like, I want someone natural. There's a contradiction there, and it really affects the youth. And I think that's the most important part of it all. The youth, the young women, the young boys. What image are you giving them? And it's up to us to change that and to make the world a more natural place too.
Would that make you uncomfortable if like your significant other was following and like had like a big like he was following all those girls that are like that fantasy girl? You know, you look at his Instagram, it's a bunch of girls with like fucking.
What if?
You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah.
You wouldn't be like, yo, you gotta unfollow those accounts?
I don't really. I mean, my thing is like, I don't really care like who you're following. Maybe that's just me. But I guess it's like it's intention though, right? Like, I feel like a lot of it's intention. If you're following them because that's what you want, then that's a problem, right? Like, I follow fine ass men too on Instagram. You know, Michael B. Jordan is my man. But if you follow Lori Harvey, I'm not mad, because I follow her too. I digress.
Women, small women, tall women, short women, women with curls, snaps, stretch marks, rolls. You know what I'm saying? Long titties, big, like brothers don't care a lot.
I think it's 50-50.
And I think too, from experience, I don't know who's ever dated like an African man or a man from Africa. I feel like African men, which is a Haitian man too, you know what I mean? Caribbean Islander men, they really do appreciate all that a black woman comes with. You know what I'm saying? African men will be like, oh baby, them stretch marks. Oh, I like how it sit up on you. You're like, nuh-uh, stop it. No, I need to lose weight. No, eat some more. You be like, for real? Yeah, I love it.
When it comes to,
you know what I mean? And they will have you feeling like you are the shit at your motherfucking worst,
so
bro.
Do you feel men are more, when it comes to looks, superficial? When it comes to looks?
Yeah, of course. But I would say black males to me are more prone to love their natural women and find beauty in all women. That's what I would say.
Can we talk about the makeup debate too?
The makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I like when you speak. I like what you say. But I feel like, who are we speaking for? I feel like this argument could be deaded by show of hands. How many men in here prefer natural women over the BBLs and the lashes and the...
Let the camera roll around.
Roll it. Roll it.
Can we
roll it? So it's like, who's this question? So it's like, who's this question really for? Who's this question really for? Is it for our demographic?
No, it's not accurate. Look at the likes online.
Yes, queen.
Picture. Look at a natural girl and look at a girl with the BBL.
Wait, hold on, give you the mic.
No, because you have a
Can I just say this real quick?
What are my closest friends?
I mean, no, it's okay.
What are my closest friends with no BBL?
Wait.
No, let her go. Flip it that way.
I mean, it goes like, there's a difference between, for everybody, no matter what type of facade you present, there's the facade and the self. If your facade is presented as the natural person, dudes are always gonna say, oh, I want that natural girl, because they think in 1990s Nia Long, oh, I want me a Tyra Banks in 1998, like I wanna have all of that and all that shit, right? But then, when it comes to the natural girl, what comes with becoming a natural girl is real life that has lived before her. And the hard part that gets away from that is niggas will say, oh, I want a natural girl, I want her to be like burning incense and sage and meditating every day. And then not realizing the reason why she's doing that is because she's keeping tame the monster that was created before her. And so I think that like men do want to have the natural, but the thing is what comes with the natural is the work that made her become that. But that's what scares y'all. Not y'all, because y'all here. Like, I see all that stuff. I've had conversations with y'all. I love y'all. Like, no bullshit. Like, no bullshit. Like, it's a different energy with the ones I'm around here. But, like, that comes with what people, whenever they're like, oh, I want to do that. But, nah, like, everybody wants the finished product. Like, she's meditating all that, and then she wakes up and she's just happy all the time. That's what everybody always wants, but it's not realizing someday she's going to probably break something.
Our next question. Who here identifies as creative? Raise your hands. Can I get a hand raised?
If you're a creative, raise your hand.
Now, whoever wrote this question is coming for you guys. He said, why do creatives do the bare minimum with their art?
Oh, shit.
That's assuming.
That's a loaded question, huh?
That's crazy.
But I would say that I know a lot of creatives, and I'd be like, why aren't you putting anything out?
I feel like I'm the best person to speak on this shit. Cause I have hella work that I need to put out, and yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say it from a perspective like that you guys are saying, like, why don't you put out what you have, or like why aren't you just always posting and putting your shit out there as a creative? But I feel like because it's hard to be out here. It's hard to put like things that you really love and you care about, and then like literally the next person is like, that's not enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you thinking that you do something, and I don't know, you have a lot of self-doubt. You have a lot of like things that you're thinking about before you put it out. At the end of the day, everybody put that shit out. I know that for myself, but put that shit out regardless. But I know why every artist creative has that that feeling. You can't be looking too much at other people's perspectives.
So before that, though, I gotta say, like, a lot of artists got bad qualities, like perfectionism. Right?
Yes.
Or waiting for the best time, waiting for the right time.
There is no best time.
Dude.
I'm one of those artists. I have a lot of shit y'all haven't heard that's in this iPhone. You know what I'm saying? And it's gold, man. And I told myself, you know, you're not getting any younger, and you know you got to do this shit. But honestly, I do feel like I just move at my own time. You know what I mean? Real shit. You know, sometimes this art don't pay the bills. You know what I mean? The paintings and the songs and the poems ain't bringing in bread every day. So you have to put your focus towards what's bringing in bread. That's your 9 to 5. You have a family, it's your family. So a lot of times the art gets put at the bottom of the list. I know Shane knows it all the time. You know, my biggest thing was just like, I focus on what's paying me. You know what I mean? And you know, you do these shows for free. You know what I mean? I heard a lot of these rappers, I heard y'all gotta pay to perform. Which sounds fucking crazy, to be honest with you. Because you're the entertainment. If it wasn't y'all on stage, it would be no show. So literally, you know, they should be paying you, or it should be free. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But especially when especially when I pulled up with a couple rappers and they're like, you want to sing? I'm the only singer. And I'm like, well, you got to pay. I'm like, pay? Oh, no. I don't even know what that feels like. But if you were forced to pay to display your own art, how often would you be doing that? You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, pay these artists. People gotta eat.
Well, as an independent artist, I came a long way. I can tell you, I have like from Chief Key, Casanova, T Grizzly. Just the other day, my boy opened up for T Grizzly, so I was a part of that show with him. Yes, some of our shows that we did, we do have to invest in, but that's the whole point of opening a business, right? You have to buy the product. Yeah. You have to start the show. First of all, if you can't buy the product without having somebody to put the product, you know what I mean? So, freaking, yeah, it might take some time. Not everybody have that luck or have that drive or just have the connects. So you just got to keep doing what you're doing, because consistency, no matter what in what business you do, is always the key. You just got to keep going till one day somebody see you for what the hell you do, and that's what you do. Now, I mean, notoriety in a little way.
Question though, as an artist though, how do you see some of your peers? How do you see some of your peers doing the bare minimum?
So what I think personally is that it's really nuanced. It depends, like, because I think everybody, like, anyone can claim themselves as a creative, but like if you are truly an artistic person, you are gonna put like the most you can forward. And I think some people that like, you know, a lot of people have big teams, people with money and things like that, where they're more of a performer than they are an artist. So they can just walk in the room, someone has already given them the verse that they need to sing or they need to rap. They have the beat already made, it's already plugged into Pro Tools. They don't even know how to record it. And they just go in there and they do whatever. The engineer mixes it, makes it sound crazy. And then you just go jump around in a music video for 3 minutes and then you're good.
No, I was just gonna like 2 cents off of what Darren was saying. I feel like it's very important to support, and I think that a lot of creatives, most important because you're saying that people are doing the bare minimum as a creative, but it's hard to be consistent when the support isn't there, right? And I feel like as a community, we need to look out for each other. And it's easy to talk about it, but people will only support you if it's cool to support you. Exactly. And I think that it's not like somebody's being quiet, that means that they're not working. Like, they're working. They're quiet because they're working. You don't have to be the loudest voice in the room. And I think that it's important that, especially in a city like Boston, like, we're a small city, right? Like, you know mostly everybody, or somebody knows somebody that you know. And I think it is so important that if we're trying to build our city up, that we support each other.
I definitely hear you, and just to echo on that, because Boston is small, but at the same time, Boston has a lot of neighborhoods that are very diverse. So like Mattapan, you know, Dorchester, Roxbury, you're gonna see a lot of different ethnicities, different people of different backgrounds. And also, you know, the ones who do music, they either replicate what they hear, or they put themselves in their own category to adjust to like their creatives, because so it's like Boston is very diverse. So like to say that people are my peers are doing the bare minimum. A lot of my peers, like, they're extremely talented. They never do the bare minimum. Even when they put out a single, they put a lot of all. And it takes a lot of work to create, you know, a single, to like go in the studio and record, and that costs a lot of money. And also, you know, to get features, you have to wait for features. You also have to produce or wait for the production to come in. So there's a lot that comes in with creating something that you want to put out into the open, because I can't speak for everybody, but when I want to put out something, I don't want to just put out something that's minuscule. Like, I always put a lot of thought and heart into whatever I put out. Because
my bad. That's the last one. The thing is, a lot of people in your own town, you really don't get a lot of support due to some of the reason being, a lot of people know you and they did not know you that way before, so they do not take you serious for what you started after that. So the thing is, it's just about trying to get people to understand what you're doing and take you serious for it. Because once they take you serious for it, that's when you will literally get your support, to be honest. But with nobody taking it, that's why sometimes you got to get out of your area and go somewhere else. And then people, and then introduce yourself, hey, my name's Nine, I'm an independent artist, blah, blah, blah. When then after that, that's what they know you as, you know what I mean? But the support comes from there as well.
I think, in my opinion, creatives are maybe worried that their art might be copied, you know, or they might not get like the recognition that they think they deserve for it. So it kind of paralyzes them, you know, like, just to touch off what somebody else says, like, if you're not getting support on your old stuff, it's like, oh, why am I still sharing my new stuff with you? It's like,
And I want to invest into their brand. I would say the more that you invest into your brand, and
you know those rappers that try to do everything, right? So they suck at it, everything. They try to be their own engineer. They try to. I was like, damn, nigga, just invest some money into like the fucking engineer, bro. Why are you trying to do it yourself, man?
Nah, I would say it's definitely to invest in brand, because if you don't invest into it, you're gonna have like shortcomings. Like, if you're gonna keep doing shortcuts, you're not gonna have the best results. So I think that's
exactly. Most definitely. The category is dating. How do you feel about people who air out their toxic relationships online, and is that okay?
Let's stay woke, and that's why they always say keep your third eye open. We all go through the same shit every single day. Are we getting paid for that? No. Like, for her to be sitting here acting the way that she was acting, the way that he was acting, that's all shit that we all go through with niggas every single day. We see that we all been in love, we all been hurt. It's all the same play. So I don't know. I didn't get any entertainment from it. Maybe others did that don't have nothing going on with their life, but it was dry. It was dry comedy. It was dry comedy.
I like like real things in like real life. I had a toxic relationship myself, and so like sometimes I'll be like, yo, damn, I want to see some fuck shit happen. No, you know what I mean? Like, bro, y'all never spend more time in the comment section than like more than anything else. You're like, oh man, I'm here for the bullshit.
Yo, I know you got a freaky ass question. Throw it in there. Throw it in there.
How am I known as a
Right, I was looking at that.
So give him the question.
Now? I don't got time to think.
Damn. So the question is, how do you feel about people who air out their toxic relationship, and is that okay?
On social media.
On social media.
Mr. Winter.
Right after.
Well, I think it's fucking retarded. Like there's no other way to put it. Like, you know, your journal's supposed to be secret.
Peace, y'all. Peace, everybody. What's the deal? Oh, shoot. I'm over here trying to get comfortable. Can't do that. Nah, but, you know, so listen, like, first of all, I think it's pointless to put your business all out there. Cause like my man Oliver said, like.
But it's entertaining.
It is, but it's like, it depends on what you know what? That's a good point. It depends on what you have your social media for. If you're on there to entertain, if that's one aspect of your life you want to be used as a platform for you and for people to get entertained, fine. But then just know what that comes with. Like you said, people are gonna be in your inbox. It's gonna be different reasons. Someone might be trying to, you know, comfort you in different aspects, and you know what that comes with. It can go from cuddling to coddling. You know what I'm saying? And then you know some people just gonna be echo chambers. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on what you're looking for. Why are you putting your business with your significant other on social media? What's the point of that? It doesn't make sense. Unless you want to be entertained in that aspect. You're opening doors. You know what I'm saying? You're opening gates and creating avenues for people to be nosy. Now people are being nosy. And not even just for you, for her. Like as a speaking, you know, from a male's perspective, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is, now people are looking at your significant other like, are you happy? What's going on with you? Now you don't know what's going on. You might have just opened the Pandora's box for her to get the man that she really wants. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're immature and putting your business on social media. And I've been through certain experiences myself in the past where it's like I be upset and it's like I might just be trying to put something subliminal like, damn, you know what? Motherfuckers just get on my nerves. Talking about shorty, right? Right? But even you can't even do that. You can't even do that because don't let her be your friend on social media. She knows you're talking about her. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. And then you have people who are agreeing. Now she's like, oh, you got people agreeing. Now everybody knows our business because they're agreeing with the post. Yep, but they don't even know what's going on. But just because motherfuckers, quote unquote, is getting on your nerves, now everybody knows y'all business to her, in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. So I just don't think it just opens a lot of doors and a lot of things that shouldn't happen if you put your business up on there.
Yo, so real quick, I just want to say, putting your information, your personal business out on social media to be subjected to other people that don't know your shit is fucking. It's not healthy. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. It's not good, yo. It's not gonna end well for you and your significant other or yourself.
You gotta express yourself though.
No. Yo, see, no. Hold on. Yo, hold on. Yo, because again, this is because I'm not here to make this a joke, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, fucking yes, you know, we're here to express ourselves, yo. But I think we all can agree that social media is not the most healthy way to fucking, and it's not the only way, and it's definitely not the only way to express yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you want advice, yo, talk to your friend, talk to your parents. You know what I'm saying? Talk to somebody you can trust. You know what I'm saying? With the, you know what I'm saying? But that's just that.
Ladies, you know I love y'all, but y'all about to be mad at me real quick. Da, da, da. So, I have a friend who does that all the time. And I'm opposite. I'm so private. If I had a man, we was in love for years, you wouldn't have seen him once. I would have been happy with his ass and you wouldn't have known shit about it. You know, you do have your occasional flexes because you're happy, you're excited. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, I don't share the good, so I don't share the bad. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? I go on social media, I do my thing, and that's just to share my opinion. And, you know, and yes, people want to seek, you know, advice and things like that, but it's nothing but haters online who sit back, there they go arguing again, You know what I'm saying? People, yeah, that is, yeah, right. But people take joy out of knowing that you and your man are fighting. People take joy out of knowing you and your shorty is beefing. Unless you plan on leaving this person and sharing to everybody, look at me, I've moved on. You know what I mean? You look crazy.
I love people who market their relationship, and then like you go back to see their profile and like you see pictures deleted. You're just like, bruh, I think they broke up.
That's the biggest indicator of breakups. The archive photos, the deleted photos. Shorty back on the market.
I don't see this nigga no more. I'll post what I post, but I feel like there are certain things that you should keep private because privacy is a luxury. Especially in today's day and age. And it's like, wouldn't you rather keep things private? Like, you don't need the attention of strangers, attention of bots, attention of people who are secretly haters. For what? And what is that doing to your mental health? And even if we're looking deeper into it, like we're talking business, if you're a creative or if you're somebody who, I know a bunch of people who, like on my timeline, and I'm like, bro, you airing way too much. But you are also professional. So you have people that might not want to work with you because you might be erratic or you're airing everything out there and they don't know, they can't trust you. And I feel like it's very important what you put out there, right? Everything is a choice. You put something out there that maybe you shouldn't have, somebody might not want to work with you. That's a lost opportunity. So I feel like you can look at it from so many different lenses. And I feel like, yeah, maybe people use it as a form of therapy, but that is the most toxic form of therapy.
I just want to say that to me, social media is so new that I don't think people really have social media etiquette. I don't think they know what's appropriate yet and what's not appropriate. Or like, you know, now, you know, if you had any social media platform for a couple years, you could go back and look at it and you might see something, you might look at yourself and be like, ooh, if somebody sees that, I'm in trouble, let me delete it. So I think we're kind of learning as we go. Like, I do think some people, like, in the spur of the moment, they're just like so mad, they're like, oh, I can't stand this person. So I think we're kind of learning the good and the bad of social media, what we should put, what we shouldn't.
Who's responsible for creating single mothers?
Yeah, you gotta hit me with that. You gotta have to hit me on the after dark. There's way too many people in here, man. Way too many.
It's an after dark question.
Okay.
Saying it's the after dark question. Nah. What y'all feel about that? Lying niggas.
I'm saying, I got you. Lying niggas, fuck boys, capping niggas. Let's see, broke niggas. Let's see. Hey, let's run around and make them. It's child support. No, not child support. I meant tax return.
I'm gonna let Shay give the only her last thoughts.
But the point is, you make better choices when you give it time, when you get to know someone, when you ask the right questions, when you come into the situation with good intentions. Because the first question we mentioned before, if you ask, do you want to have a child? The answer is no. That's right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't proceed. Don't proceed without a hat on, at least. You know what I'm saying? But it takes two. Again, I know people gonna feel like blaming one person. It can't be. If it takes two, you cannot blame one anything. Ladies, gentlemen, you can't. And I hate to put the hard on anyone who's a single father or a single mother and feel like I did this, I put this on, it's my fault. But it does take ownership of the person that you chose to lay down with. It does.
Next question. Good raffle.
The next question is gender norms. Are all gender norms hurtful?
Are all gender norms
hurtful?
Yo, due to men and women's vastly different desires, rules are completely set up differently for the two of us, You know what I'm saying? So it's like, gender norms, again, like, they're not 100% accurate, You know what I'm saying? They're not. You know what I mean? But like...
You said, they have what?
No, they're not 100% accurate, but I do believe that they do help when it comes to, I do feel roles help when it comes to, when people want to like build families or whatnot. But if you just want to be an individual person and have your right to do that, you know what I'm saying?
So
I don't think gender roles.
What gender norms do you like subscribe to? Like the woman belongs to like in the house, in the kitchen. She should cook and clean, not get a job. Or what are you talking about?
My gender norms are very, very simple, right? Women are hypergamous, men are polygamous, right? By nature, this is just what it is. This is why all our. This is why
what
we
does
have.
that mean though? Like, what is?
No, bro. This is why after dark, bro. Be knowingly tied to an idea. We don't want that. But if you ask us, do we want you?
Well, Mike.
Hey, shorty with the braids. Hey, shorty with the ruffles. Shorty with the ruffles.
Oh my God.
You was talking, one mic. I feel like that's interesting because I'm a strong advocate in letting people like choose what they want. So if you're gonna tell them up front, like, hey, listen here, we ain't getting married, none of that shit. I love that you give that option first because you can't spring that on somebody. You got to give it to them up front.
I want my shorty to be like that, like nigga. Alright, now you my
That's all I gotta say.
Make it a little bit. There we go. Friends. Hello, everybody. This is like a super simple definition. I'm pretty sure this is the definition, but it's example-wise. If somebody expresses something to you, and you basically tell them they're wrong,
and they were saying like they're around this person or something like that, and they're like, don't worry about this person, and say you did some digging into that. And you found out she was cheating on you, or or she was saying like, oh, you're being so nosy, you're being so insecure. So she preys on your insecurity, or like your nosiness, and makes you feel like you're in the wrong, but she was actually doing harm to you. So
next to me, I have more questions than anything. So that really just sounds like manipulation, right?
It is manipulation.
It's a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
Sure.
That'll get me hot. without me even realizing, but I forgot the question in the first place about gaslighting.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to know what's happening in real time?
Because sometimes, like, I'm going to use myself and my perspective, but I feel like my intentions are very pure. I have a pure heart. I love people. I can see that. You know what I mean? I'm just cool. So if you're on some malicious, like, devil shit, like you're out here, like, literally trying to hurt people, like, if that's your motive, I don't know. I'm not going to see it at first. It may take me some time to see it, and I may react to what you're doing, but I may not realize, like, you're trying to manipulate me. Because I've been in situations like that where it's like, we spoke about this situation, and I asked you, I told you that I was uncomfortable with it, and you still proceeded and did that, and now I'm coming off as a certain way. I just got hip to the book, The Art of Manipulation. So I'm just getting hip to all that shit. Because I'm just trying to get educated. I'm just trying to get educated because people are not going to be trying to play me. I want to understand what they're trying to do. People want to learn everything what you like, and then they want to form to it. What's up with that?
One of the most intriguing components to gaslighting is somebody who has narcissism. So somebody who displays straight up narcissism. Somebody who basically is broken and wants you to give a piece of yourself to them to fill in some sort of void, but that's not really enough. So I'm gonna leave it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. No. None of you have ever been with a narcissist?
Yes! It's called being a narcissist.
Hey, yo. There's a song for this. You know how it starts? I don't wanna know if you play, just keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you blame it, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
Don't laugh. Don't encourage Gio. Fuck that. Yo, no, hold on. I got something to say. Fuck that.
Yo, one mic.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Okay. So